Hi, good morning. Hi, good morning. Hi, Dinesh. Good morning. Hi, Arun. Good morning. Hi, Meher. Hi, Sam. Hi, Raman. Hi, Mitchell. Good morning. Good morning. It's a lovely good morning. Hi, Shri. Good morning. I hope you all are on the East Coast, not be on the West Coast, because that's 4:30 for them. Hi, Harry. Hi, Harish. Hi, Ravi. Good morning. Futures are flat, meaning they are holding really, really well. Just 10 points down, but with respect to the numbers which we had from Snap last night, there's not so impact on the other big companies. Only Microsoft and Google, they not Microsoft, Meta and Google, they have lost substantial like 2, 3, 3, 3%. Otherwise, everything else is doing all right. Hi, good morning, Ravi, Harish, Shukrit, Mitchell. Yeah, I'm on the East Coast as well. All right, so let's start the scan inside day and let's see. FedEx has, LMT has. FedEx and LMT inside day. Intel and Square also has. Square. Now, we almost came to 4,009 yesterday. Uh, so let's see how things pan out today. Right now, it's trading at 39.92. So this is ES. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 days we had a higher high and higher low, which is always positive in nature. Hi Kay, good morning. Sam, yep. Next week will be very, very important. Hi, Mr. Sharma. Hi, Selva. Overreaction to Google, think Snaplog. It's just like Mr. Harish that these companies work in sync. So the advertisement is the main revenue stream for Snap, and the lack of spending on advertisement is not an overreaction. It shows the industry-wide impact on advertisements. So both Google and Meta, they are based on advertisements. So if there's a general idea that yes, the spending on ads is less, it's going to impact Google and Snap both, Google and Meta both. So right now we are at an important resistance level, which is 23.6, which is right here. That was our target, 4,009-ish. Now almost came there. This is 23.6 Fibonacci. It's a good resistance area. And my only thought is that we are holding this area throughout the night. If you go and look into this, uh, it's holding this 12 EMA throughout the night. So this is where we made high, the earnings came in and we dropped it at 4:30. Since then, it's lingering onto this 12 EMA, meaning it's accepting that yes, everything is fine. So if it holds this area and it holds 3984 roughly, then we might see a move to test 4009 once again. A break above 4009 will be really, really important. But if we lose 3984, we will come back and test this 3955 area. I'm using 30-minute right now because we are live in the market almost 2 hours. So this is a 3950 area where we have the base, because this was the top, this was open, and this was open again. So I'm gonna keep a stop loss 3945, 3950 in this region. So I am positive to neutral now. Like the market is seen 6 back-to-back days, and the 7th day has been a bad day in the past as well. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th day was a dump. Same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and dump. So we are almost on the same stage. I would wait, or I would not do too much trading today, because it could be a very choppy session. It could be a session where the premiums are only gone. Usually people try to trade Friday for the cheap option prices, but maybe today, again, it's a very big maybe, we might chop around, because I'm looking at this 30-minute candle, and it has in the last almost 16 hours or so, it stayed in a very tight zone. So it is accepting that yes, the bad news is out, but the support is also very minimal. If it lose it, 'cause it tried to test it couple of times, so it has been knocked on the wall multiple times. If we test it one more time, things may change and we lose the momentum and we come back and test it. And we remain in this choppy 3955-ish 60 area to 3994. So if I have to go long, I want to go long above 4004, 4005 area. I don't want to go long right now. 4005, which is 4004 was yesterday's high. If we break yesterday's high, I would love to go higher, and my stop loss will be 3985. Or if we go into the daily, stop loss comes down 3971. So I will keep 3984, 85 as my stop loss. 85. My target will be, I'm not expecting much, because this is the area where I will receive resistance, 4055 area. So I'm going to keep only one target, 4050. Because once it crosses it, the next target is this purple line, which is 4050, and then 4100. So 4105. And I'm going to keep it 50-50 today because it's choppy. And we want to see if we go above 4005 for once and test 4009 and come back and test 3984. It means this breakout at 4009 was a fake breakout. So once we do a fake breakout, it means there's a possibility of a breakdown. If we hold and persist above 4009, we are going to hit this target, which is 4055, right? The cross here, and then the 4105, which is a 38 point. Once we cross 4105, this means the trend has changed from negative to positive. Now you see we have a major resistance of cross right here, which is most likely early next week. So if you are long in the last 3-4 days, the long has given some substantial moves. I would recommend, or I would on my end will book the profit and wait to see a clear direction. I want a retest of 39 or like this trend line that we have broken out after a long time. So back test will be really, really good. So 3950 is something I would love to test. On the downside, if I lose 3985, I my stop loss will be 4009, and I would love to test 3955 and test the 12 EMA, which is 3905. 50%. Now, in this case, the breakout continuation is there. Test of 4009 and come back to break 3985 means failed break out. All right, so that's about, and again, I will answer all your questions one by one once I'm done. Then I have triple Q. I'll do NQ. Somebody's asking NQ. I'm not going to post the numbers on NQ, but I'm going to just share it. So NQ is at a very important resistance level of 61.8 Fibonacci, which is 12,600. And it has broken out and in continuation 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's coming to a point where it has not making a higher high. So if it faced resistance, like even here, the high is 12,602. If it loses here, there's a potential, because when you lose 61.8 Fibonacci level, there's a potential you might come back and test 38, which is around 12,176. If it breaks above 12,600, there's a high possibility it tests 12,963. And you remember, you were talking that when we break out of this line, the red line, which is trending downwards in the channel, we might go directly to 12,963, which is my zero Fibonacci level for the previous Fibonacci. So 12,963 is an area where we can test. It's coming to triple Q. Triple Q was holding around 307.38, and now it's 306, which is 78.6 Fibonacci. 78.6 Fibonacci is not a very big resistance, but the long-term trend in triple Q has changed. It has turned positive. We have broken out from this range and is going up. Now, when we are going up, we have to see if we are below 3,306, we might come back and test 299. But if we maintain above 306, possibility of testing this area where we had resistance 310 and 314. So triple Q, my stop loss is now 306 for both long and short. I want to buy above 307. My target is 310 and 3. Again, I'm 50-50 on this. On the short side, I want to sell it below 306. My target is 299.25. And I will short, like if it goes same thing. If it goes to 307.5 and come back and below 306, it stays there, I would love to short it. And then the test of the 12 EMA, 294.50. It may not happen today. It may chop around because I'm expecting a very choppy day today. So let's stay in that range. Apple as of now is showing some seriously good moves. It's holding this area really, really well. So let's go and check Apple. Apple has a hammer right on the top. It's there at the resistance area, which is 50 Fibonacci. So not a big resistance. The target is 158.90. If market has to go higher, Apple will lead it. But now I'm just neutralizing everything because it's coming to a point of resistance 154.80. Target is just the same. A very small stop loss if you're going long of 154 and I want to buy above 155.70. Again, I'm not trying to do many audit zero uh, like expiry trades because it is really difficult to going to be today because we are at a resistance zone. So 50% is right here. Fibonacci. If we have this area to cover. If we fail, we might come back to 148. So I'm gonna say sell below 154.80 for 150 and 148. We went up and this was the base where we were finding the resistance. So a taste of the base is really good. If we can do that, that's going to be really, really important. AMD, uh, AMD like 91 was the area and it found the resistance yesterday. It did not had that kind of move and it is a 61.8 Fibonacci level from the top to the down move, respecting really well. So if it holds 91, I'll be going long for 95, 94. If it fails, I will sell for 86. So AMD also neutral. Now I want to either buy around 87, 89 area like this area, uh, or I want to buy above 91. So if it comes around 91, I will look for 94.5. If it is, I don't want to short AMD because AMD is really, really strong. So I will see if it comes around 86, 87, I'll be buyer, or if it goes above 91, I'll be a buyer. So if it goes on the second target, then 89 will become the stop loss. If it comes in this area, then 86 is stop loss. So that's the area. It's by the dip. Okay. Amazon is really positive. Amazon is, but again, Amazon is coming to a trend line resistance. Uh, and you see, Apple is around resistance, AMD is around resistance, Amazon is around resistance, Triple Q is around resistance. So when all these stocks are at resistance, it's not difficult uh, for them to like be a big range move. Then they will find choppiness, base, and then breakout or breakdown. So I'm gonna do long only above if it crosses this trend line because this was a trend line where uh, it lost before the split or before the earnings. It went down and it's now trying to fill the gap of 135. So if it crosses 125.50, only then I'm going to go long on Amazon. If it goes above 125.50, potential is really, really high. Stop loss is 124. Try to fill the gap from last earnings. But as you know, earnings from Amazon will not be nice. So let's keep this in mind. And if it goes below 124, sell it. And sell for the same area as 119, 122. BA is running non-stop and it came to the same level. Again, bang on level of 161.85. Yesterday high was 160.160. So now I want to go above this area. I want to go long above 161. And you see, BA has moved from 137 to 162 area, almost a very big move. So roughly, I want to go above 162. My stop loss will be 160 because 160 has been holding well. Uh, Target will be 166.85. So, and once we do that, the next gap is 177. It's a breakout continuation. So it's gonna stay as is. Then we have Baba. Baba is basing around here. Maybe next week, maybe something big, same like BA will happen here. A very big move because it's a clear bull flag which is setting up. So everything else is same here. If it comes in this range, try to buy. So it's a long consolidation. CRM, CRM did 180 target and now it's going for 188. I expect a good earnings and it's completing a W setup as well. So a break above here will lead to 188 and higher. And as we are a move above 38, so 61 is in the range. If we lose 180, then we'll short. But right now it's showing some positive areas. So I want to buy 188, 186. I want to buy near 183, 184. If it drops, I will love to buy CRM. Now, if it comes in this range, I will be a buyer. If it loses 180, sell it. Sell below 180. Crowd, right now it's holding this 186 area really well, is basing around it. So I want it to come around 186 again. 186 is my stop loss. I expect 199. Now sell below 186 in this case. 186, and it's a very good bull flag on crowd. In next leg, if market is going green, I think CrowdStrike will be a big mover along with Roblox. So this is the area buy near 86, 87, 87, 88. That's the area where I would love to add crowd. Comes around this area because this is the area where it has uh, struggled to break out. So now if it holds, possibility of 199 is really there. D-Dog. D-Dog is basing around the same thing. It's a morning star as per continuation. Went up, came down from 91, and now it's a morning star holding the gap. Or uh, if we break about yesterday's high, the possibility of going higher is too much. Or you can add around 98. So I will be adding around 98. 98 is my stop loss. I would love to add this near. So if there is drop, I would love to add 99 to 100 range. Etsy did its job along with Shopify. Like 2 days back, Shopify was 33. Now it's almost 40. Same thing was Etsy, that it's a breakout in the zone. The same setup, exactly the same setup is for uh, crowd. If we break out, it's going to be a higher move. Again, the target is around 99-ish, which is here, and 109. If you see my sheet, 19 and 109, we are moving towards it. Now, what we can do is we can see where we can add. So 92 is a very good stop loss now for HC. If we can add it around 93, 94, it will be a good opportunity. And this was the only 70% trade, and it moved really well yesterday. Then we have Roblox. Same exact pattern. It's setting up for a big move. So high probability setup. I'm going to keep it as is because it tries to break out, makes a higher high. The only thing is stop loss should move to 41 now. And we should buy above 42. If we buy above 42, the potential is high. And it's a setup which has the same setup as HC. So possibility of both crowd and its Roblox to break out. HC, I'm going to reduce it to 60%, but it's there. Meta is down considerably, and it's around 175-ish. I will keep a stop loss of 173 and try to add Meta stop loss of 173.50, and I would add above 176.85. If it breaks that area 38.2, it's a back test and then bounce. Only if it tests here and bounce, I'm gonna long. Otherwise, I'm not. And it was a sell below 181, so it's done. 170 is a really good area because this was the setup where it was struggling. So if it comes back and back tests it, that will be a very good area to accumulate Meta. MDV. MDV is same. It's holding well. It's coming to a breakout zone. And as I said, it was moving in a channel. So test of this should test of support. So 345 is something which is looking really credible now. Stop loss will be 314. Again, if it goes above yesterday's high 321, I'm gonna long it. Target will be 344. Again, the support from the channel, now test of the resistance. Microsoft is looking really positive. And about 263, we should see 269. 263 is the stop loss. It has struggled to cross 265. So buy about 265-ish and 269 is the target. Sell below 263. That's a sell. Then I have Google. Google went down below 38.2 Fibonacci and it's coming to the 50%. So 110.50 is a stop loss. If you want to add and add above 112.50. If it comes in between, it will remain choppy. Sell below 110. Nvidia, either breakout above 180, or if it comes and like yesterday it comes around 175, 176. So either let's do that or go long only above 180. I'm not inclined to add in between like 177, 178 area. I want to add it once it either crosses 180 or it comes back in this region. So buy the dip. Same with AMD. Roku. Roku is struggling at 98, and it's the same pattern. It has been resistance here. If it breaks out, it will be a massive. Right now, with respect to the earnings from Snap, it is coming down. It's a good opportunity to add with a stop loss of 90. Again, a back test, stop loss of 90, or you can buy above 95, 98. That's the good setup. Let's go for 90 or add near 90, 92. Tesla, Tesla really went good yesterday and it's looking good. So above 779, there was no resistance. It should test 845. So 845 is an area where it should find resistance. And that's it. I don't have any other level. 845 is an area where we should see resistance. Now, where you want to add it, it's really important. Uh, this was the breakout area above 800. So 800 should be a good stop loss. And I was wrong on the Tesla here, but I did not trade, so it doesn't matter to me. 845. Buy above yesterday's high. Yesterday high was 819, so 820. And sell below, only below 800. Target is 779. And I think 779 is the area where it should find some support. Stop loss is 820. So this is all my list. Then we have inside days on FedEx. FedEx is an inside day, and if it breaks about 229, it can test 235. Because in a market where we are at the resistance, some stocks will go higher, some stocks will chop, and some stocks will break down. So Meta and Google have broken down. So some other stocks will take a lead. One of them could be FedEx. So there is a potential of it to break above 229. Then we have LMT. LMT above 395 has a potential to test 403. It's an inside day and it's looking positive with a bull flag. So 403 is the potential for LMT. Then we have Intel. Intel is like double inside day, 1, 2, 3. If we break above 41 roughly, there's a move towards 43, which is coming. First move will be 4260, where we have the gap fill, and 4350. It's inside day, and the options are very cheap for Intel, so you can take a trade on that. So I am done. Let me read your comments. Can you do snow square? Let's check with snow. Snow had an inverted head and shoulders, and it's coming to a range where it should break out. Let me do retracement. So Mitchell Snow is finding resistance around 162. If it breaks 162, it has potential. Otherwise, it might come back and backtest 150. Square above 73. Like as I said yesterday, I want 77 to cross on square. It also has an inside day. If it crosses 77, it will give me much more confidence. So yes, it's on a positive track. If it breaks above 75.25, which is right now, it's already above that. So very high potential for Square to go higher towards 77 and then towards 83. Futures are almost flat, uh, taking into cognizance all the negative news. It's looking really, really better. And square done. Amazon has island bottom. I don't know what is an island bottom, Sam. So do you have to change your Fibonacci on AMD as you have not selected the bottom? No, I'm not changing that because my previous levels are back in track. So there's no need for me to change it. Whenever you get a chance, can you take a minute to how you set up entry? So I usually spend initial 15-30 minutes to see if any of them are above my levels. Like for example, AMD is in this region around 945, 9 or 10ish. Then I try to jump, keeping this into the stop loss, and I buy options which are like nearest to this week or potentially next week. I do not go more than that. And whenever I get 10, 20, 30%, I keep on booking profits. IBM, IBM, I said like last time it should test 126, 127. It's at 127. That was the area 127 it tests. If it holds this area, it might bounce. But if 127 is acting as a resistance, because it's an inside day and a further breakdown. So if it act as a resistance, we can go further down, which is towards 122-ish. Last one is Netflix. Netflix has filled the gap and it's moving towards 230. 216 is a good stop loss area, and it was finding resistance. 61.8 Fibonacci, bang on resistance. And if it drops, I would love to add around 61 Fibonacci. I do not want to add in between because it's going to be very difficult for me to get a good profit. If it comes here, I will add it and let it go. So that's it, guys. I don't have anything else. I need to get ready for my work. I'm going to post this information on the Twitter. If you have any questions, you can post that on Twitter and I will try to answer that. All right. Thank you very much. Have a good day. And remember, it's going to be a very choppy day. So do not trade too much. Just a suggestion. All right.